Here we go. And march.
A feature film with Martin Luther King as the protagonist has never been released in theaters.
He was this charismatic, spiritually driven, and motivated leader for the time.
Those that have gone before us say, no more, no more.
This is an incredible opportunity to acknowledge people who put their lives on the line for the privileges we now enjoy.
You march those people into rural Alabama, unprotected, it's gonna be open season.
And propose new legislation, sir.
I can't do that this year. I won't, I told you.
Somewhere it is.
Understand that as a movement, we were committed to the philosophy and the discipline of nonviolence. We studied the way of peace, the way of love. And it didn't matter whether we were black or white, Latino or Asian American or Native American. We were one people, one family.
I'd rather people be upset and hate me than be bleeding or dead.
It's a universal story, and it's very contemporary. It's of now. It's about people who won, people who triumphed.
Give us the vote. We're not asking, we're demanding. Give us the vote.
They are not gods. They are not superheroes. They were just people who did incredibly heroic things.
It was very strategic to go into a place that had people who were going to fight back, and that conflict could be utilized to galvanize a nation, which is what happened.
I don't think people in the United States understand how they got where they are. They've heard I have a dream, but they haven't heard the private agony of going into Selma knowing that any step could be your last.
People actually say that they're gonna kill my children.
They're deep in the trenches at this point, and the threat of violence and death is a potential on their horizons.
It's an inspiring story about how a group of people who were very young, through strategy and tactics, were able to change the course of history and actually change the world for the better.
It was really important to be able to tell the stories that allow other people to not just see it, but to feel it.
It was incredible to watch David step into this role. Same age as King was at this time, preparing for this role for like more than 5 years.
Tiring of this. We fight to have a seat at whatever table we want. How does it help a black man if you can't even read the menu? That equality.
When you're playing a character like this, you can't afford to fall into imitation. So my job has been to find the humanity with the voice, with his physicality, the spirit of him.
The courts don't want us to march, but we must march. We must make a massive demonstration of our moral certainty.
He's channeling something that is so true.
Ava's an energetic force field of calm, clear direction.
Background.
And action.
I focused on a story about characters.
Ain't you supposed to be on a diet?
Somebody call Juanita.
I see Dr. King as an ordinary man who did an extraordinary thing. And all of these people are ordinary people just like you and me, who went beyond what anyone thought they could do.
To give Dr. King, who has largely been reduced to a phrase, I have a dream, context is hugely important.
For we shall be victorious in our quest. We shall cross the finish line hand in hand.